Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Well, we have some big changes in our weather to talk about. Now, we've been telling you about the cold air that is headed this way. We're already starting to have that cold air working into the Midlands as we speak. Also, the winds are starting to pick up. So behind that strong cold front that moved through earlier this morning, that Arctic-like air is already headed into parts of the region. We'll continue to overspread the region by later tonight into tomorrow morning. So let's talk about the first alert weather days that we have in place for Monday and Tuesday due to dangerously cold conditions. So you definitely want to bundle up the next couple of days. Tonight's going to be very cold as well. In fact, the National Weather Service has issued a cold weather advisory in place. It goes into effect for tonight into tomorrow morning because not only are we going to have temperatures that will drop all the way down into the upper teens, it could feel as cold as single digits because we do have the winds that will continue to be in place through early tomorrow morning. Wind advisory continues goes into effect this afternoon through tomorrow morning. That's because we could have those winds gusting anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. We're already having a bit of a breeze out there right now. You can see the camera shaking just a bit. Winds out of the north at about 13 miles per hour, but those gusts are going to increase as we head into the rest of your Sunday, and so those gusts could be anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. And this morning, keep in mind, we started out the day in the upper 50s across much of the Midlands, and now we're already down to the low 50s. So temperatures have been falling through the day. So instead of warming up through the day, we've been falling through the day because of that cold air that's already working in across the region. So here's what you need to do. You need to prepare for the bitter cold for later tonight into tomorrow. You want to dress in several layers underneath that winter coat. Also a hat, gloves or mittens, also a scarf. Maybe have the scarf up around your face because when that wind gets going, it is going to be brutal. You just really want to limit any exposed skin. Now, also, don't forget about your pets. Bring them indoors tonight because they do risk getting frostbite on their paws, also their ears. Also, if you have any outdoor plumbing, any exposed pipes, you need to wrap those, insulate those, keep them from bursting due to the really cold temperatures because we are anticipating a hard freeze for late tonight into tomorrow morning and also for Tuesday morning as well. So first alert weather days for those days because of these really cold conditions. Also, don't forget about your loved ones. Remember to check in on them and make sure they're properly using any portable heaters. Now, in terms of temperatures right now across the Midlands, again, we are already seeing that drop in temperatures from earlier this morning. We were in the upper 50s to around 60. We're already seeing 40s on the map, 46 degrees in Chester, 48 in Winsboro, 50 in Newberry. So that cold air is sliding in from the northwest. And so Orangeburg, you're still at 60 degrees, but the cold air will be reaching you as well. So it's sliding in from the northwest towards the southeast across the area behind that front that moved through this morning. That front also brought in some showers early this morning, had some wet roadways, right around sunrise, but that rain chance is long gone. No longer concerned about any chance of rain whatsoever, but just that really cold air that continues to spill in across the area. So for the rest of the day, we'll have falling temperatures, in fact, falling through the 40s. Some of us may even fall into the 30s before sunset, a little after 5 o'clock, and then we'll be falling through the 30s and 20s and down into those teens. So we do have upper teens, mid to upper teens for actual air temperatures for later tonight into tomorrow morning. So we'll actually reach our lows right around sunrise. That's when we typically have our morning lows. So overnight into tomorrow morning, we'll drop down to the mid to upper teens. 19 for Columbia, 18 for Camden, 19 for Lexington. But remember, I was talking about the winds that will still be in place around that time frame. So it's going to be blustery cold. So those winds will make a difference. It'll be cold enough, just the actual air temperatures. You'll need to dress several layers underneath that winter coat just for the actual air temperatures, but the wind chills will make it just that much worse. In fact, it could feel as cold as single digits at times tomorrow morning. So definitely want to, have that winter wardrobe ready to go for tomorrow morning. So here's a look at the timeline of temperatures and wind chills for later tonight into tomorrow morning. So even as we get up to around midnight, we'll have temperatures in the 20s feeling like teens, and that will continue to be the case through much of the overnight period. But again, our lowest temperatures will be reached right around sunrise. So in the upper teens, right around 20 degrees, but it'll feel more like mid to low teens, and can't completely rule out that those wind chills may drop down into the single digits. So it may feel like single digits at times because of that wind early tomorrow morning. Now tomorrow afternoon, We will warm up with lots of sunshine, but it is still going to be just brutally cold, even during the afternoon. 39 for the high tomorrow in Columbia, 39 in Lexington, 41 in St. Matthews, and 40 for the high in Orangeburg. So we will get to above freezing tomorrow afternoon, but it looks like it'll be less than 10 degrees above freezing. So again, for today, temperatures continuing to fall through the day. It's going to get even colder. We'll drop down into the upper teens by tomorrow morning. And again, it could feel as cold as low teens, if not single digits, because of the wind. So very low wind chills in place as well. Upper 30s for tomorrow's highs. Then Tuesday morning, we're back down into the low 20s. So another hard freeze expected. The winds may not be quite as brutal Tuesday morning, but it could still feel like teens at times because of enough of a breeze that will be around. Low to mid 50s for highs on Tuesday. So it looks like we'll climb to above freezing by mid to late morning Tuesday. So those temperatures will recover, and we should make it to low to mid 50s Tuesday afternoon. And so we've issued that first alert weather day for Tuesday because of the morning temperatures, early morning temperatures below freezing into the low 20s. Now we will see those temperatures recovering back up into the 60s as early as Wednesday and Thursday. And also looking at your 10-day forecast, we're looking dry, but just a slight chance again of some rain looking ahead to your Thursday. But again, first alert weather days in effect for Monday and Tuesday because of these brutally cold temperatures we are anticipating.